KOAT Action 7 News. This is breaking news.
And that breaking news, a tram rescue happening right now on the Sandias. We want to give you a live look from the BCSO helicopter. So that's just a look from the BCSO helicopter that is playing a big role in this rescue operation. Let's actually go to Sky 7 right now so we can show you the view from our helicopter as well. Oh, we don't have Sky 7. So this is the view this morning from the Sandia tram. 21 people were stuck on that tram car at one point, but at least 3 of them have been rescued, taken off by the propelled down to the bottom, taken by helicopter then to the parking lot down below. So let's go now to Angel Saucedo, who is live. Angel, what are you seeing there on the ground as they take those people down from the tram car?
Hey, Royal. Yeah, Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office and fire departments are moving forward with their rescue plan now. Take a look behind me. They're actually just refueling. They brought down a group that had 2 people on them. So far they've rescued 4 groups and 8 people total. And the way they're doing this is they're going up to Tower 2 where that tram car is stuck. They're being rappelled down, so they have a rope coming down from the tram car. And from there, they're hiking over to the location where the helicopter picks them up. Then they are brought down here, and from here, BCSO is taking them off to a safe location to be reevaluated for their health. So we're told all 21 people are in good condition. You can download our KOAT app for the latest updates. We'll be sure to keep you updated.
All right.
I'm live at the Sandia Park Tramway, Angel Saucedo, KOAT.
All right, thank you, Angel. Let's go over live to Joe Diaz right now. So, Joe, the wind could be a problem. The cloud cover could be a problem during this rescue operation.
Yeah, we got a lot of elements we're kind of fighting right now. First of all, you see a little bit of rain, a little bit of snow that'll be skirting across the area. This isn't that big of a deal, but it does reduce visibility, and that does hamper the availability of the helicopters. But then the winds are going to pick up over the next couple of hours as well. Look at 9 o'clock last night. Things were fine along the tram. The rain hadn't hit yet. We'll advance it to 10 o'clock and realize the cable car is right over here. This is where the cable lines are, and it was a quick freeze is what I'm suspecting, because as we advance it on into 11 o'clock at night, it was pounding rain here, but imagine the fast freeze that must have been taking place over those cable wires for the tram, especially around tower number 2. And those people who spent the night in the tram, they're having to deal with the cold temperatures and the periods of snow continuing across the area. And then it was clear this morning, and now that's when the rescue is taking place. The good news right now is that we do have winds that are light and manageable, but they will be increasing as the afternoon does progress. So it's kind of a race against the clock to get the people out of the tram before the winds pick up.
You said it, and at least 8 people rescued so far, so that's some good news. We'll keep breaking into coverage to give you an update on this rescue operation. Thanks for watching.
And 2021 ended with a scare for 21 people leaving a mountaintop restaurant outside Albuquerque, New Mexico, as the trams carrying them down from the 10,300-foot Sandia Peak got stuck around 10 p.m. local time Friday. With the winter conditions harsh and the temperature well below freezing, crews worked through the night to free the 19 restaurant employees and 2 tram staffers, beginning 2022 with an unforgettable rescue.
This morning, new video of that dramatic rescue scene in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Metro 1, Trevor, back en route to the tower number 2.
21 people stranded in 2 trams at Sandia Peak late Friday night. Extreme weather causing ice to form around the cables, leaving each tram stuck mid-air. Here you can see rescuers climbing to retrieve riders one by one.
We had to cease operations due to the high winds and the icing.
Overnight, we spoke to Colleen Elvidge, a passenger trapped on that tram in what she calls a terrifying experience.
It's scary. It rocks. You know, everyone's kind of like, oh my God, oh my God. We couldn't see anything. So it was very, very frightening.
First responders taking to the air and the sheriff's office there on the ground.
It was taking roughly about 5 to 15 minutes for every 2 people to get rescued off. And that includes the helicopter flight.
All 21 people were rescued after hanging in the sky for over 14 hours.
The owners and the managers and the maintenance crew were there all night with us. They were just trying to get us the heck down so we could be safe, and then it just kind of worked. But it's scary.
Mercifully, there were some snacks and fire blankets on board the trams that helped passengers get through the ordeal, in which nobody was injured, thankfully. And it sounds like there is nowhere to go but up, or I guess down, in 2022.
Good point.
14 hours, though.
That's terrifying, and glad that they are all safe.
Yes, very much so.
It was a rocky start to the new year for nearly 24 people who became stuck on the Sandia Peak tram overnight. The 21 passengers dealing with temperatures below freezing. News 13's Gabe Chavez gives us a look inside the rescue efforts and explains why it took crews so long to get the passengers to safety.
Officials with Sandia Peak Tram say 2 cars got stuck last night at around 10 p.m., leaving 1 passenger stuck for nearly 18 hours.
The process is taking a while because we've had waves of weather that have come in, low visibility and snow, and we kind of have to wait it out.
NM search and rescue crews responded to the scene shortly after 2 this morning when they got a call from Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office asking for help with the rescue.
Yes, it is very cold. We have space blankets on board and blankets, but yes, it was a cold evening.
It's those winter weather conditions that made it impossible for crews to conduct an air rescue. They were forced to get creative.
We started a team that was hiking up towards Tram Tower 2, which is not an easy hike in any conditions. Today the team was hiking up at night in the snowstorm. We didn't know what the trail conditions were going to be like. It took them about 4.5 hours.
They then used ropes and harnesses to lower each passenger to safety.
Once they were on the ground, they were escorted about 100 to 200 feet away to a small landing zone where Under Sheriff Corin was able to fly in. And he picked them up in his helicopter, flew them back down here to the ground where they were medically assessed.
We asked how the cars got stuck up there to begin with.
Between the wind, temperatures, and the precipitation that we had provided a kind of a unique icing situation on what we call the emergency cable here at the tram.
Tram officials say each car is equipped with safety provisions, including blankets and snacks. They monitored each passenger's health until they were brought down to safety. Gabe Chavez, KRQE News 13.
Okay, thanks, Gabe. This isn't the first time the tram has stalled up and left passengers stranded. In 2020, it became stuck due to mechanical errors. In the 1970s, 30 passengers were stuck for more than 24 hours.
It was an experience.
After being stranded in a tram car for 15 hours, 21 people are now back on the ground safely.
2 years, and we've been stuck once or twice due to some weather, and you just wait 15, 20 minutes, and that 15 minutes turned into a half hour. The half hour turned into an hour.
At around 10 p.m. on Friday, 2 tram cars were stopped on the way down from Sandia Peak. But how did all of this happen?
We were affected by severe icing due to the moisture, cool temperatures that affected the emergency cable. We had to cease operations due to the high winds and the icing, and unfortunately stranded 20 of our employees actually out on the line last night.
Drejon Jones was the operator for the cabin carrying 20 restaurant employees.
They were a little bit finicky at first, but then once I told them that what the plan was, what's been happening, they definitely did calm down.
They say the hardest thing was to stay warm as rescue teams planned on how to bring everyone down safely.
We got real close and a lot of hugging and just making sure everyone was okay.
At around 11:30 on Saturday morning, crews began their rescue. Their plan was to rappel the passengers down off of the cabin and then walk them to a location where the helicopter could fly them to safety.
All the behavior changed. You know, we saw the light at the end of the tunnel.
When time finally came to rappel, it was just pure joy.
In groups of 2, employees were brought down safely, their loved ones waiting for them with open arms.
I was kind of worried he wasn't going to get down because of the E-cable and how high it was and everything, but he got down, so I'm glad.
Although everyone was brought down to safety, Drejon says there's an important lesson to take away from this incident.
In winter, you have to be a lot more perceptive of the cables, and not only that, the wind conditions as well. This is the mountain, and we have to get that reminder every now and then.
The Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office tells us there was one other person stuck in another tram car. They managed to bring him down to safety 3 hours later.